morning we're going to be working out of the new catalog. It's for the summer collection for the Pampered Chef. And not everyone's awake yet, so we're making breakfast this morning, and it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm so glad you decided to join me. I'm actually using my 5-inch utility knife just to get some peaches going so that we can, we're going to have a snack to go when they get up. These are actually a lot harder than I thought they would be. So, this morning we're going to be making mock cinnamon rolls. We're going to be using a puff pastry rather than a yeast risen dough, which is going to be incredibly yummy and incredibly light. So we're going to be putting some walnuts in there and some other things. So I just took my 5-inch utility knife and went all the way around the pit. I'm taking the flesh off the pit and putting it into my small square bowls that are in their caddy. I love these. I take them outside. We typically always have fruit in them, but you can use them for chips and salsa, chips and queso, my favorite. But yeah, we'll just get a couple of these going so Parker has something to munch on when he gets up. So yeah, we will do that. I've got my important ingredient, coffee, sitting right here next to me. But it is such a wonderful day. I don't know if you can see the light bouncing off of me. That's actually just the sunshine coming in from the picture window. Gotta snag a taste. Let's get one more. So I love these little square caddies. I'm using it on my reversible little cutting board here. The great thing about this little cutting board that as a chef you find in the kitchen a lot is usually you have to wet a paper towel, put it underneath the cutting board so it won't move. This doesn't move. It's got rubberized edging, which really makes a huge difference in the outcome of your product. You're not slipping on a knife, you don't have tomato juices running underneath and making it all slippery and slick. So we will, almost done with these peaches. So yeah, this is, like I said, one of my favorite things. You can chill them down, you can freeze them even, and so that when you put your fruit in there, it stays cool, even when you go outside. So, I already preheated my oven to 400 for our cinnamon rolls. See? How perfect is that? Some red grapes, some early season peaches. So we're just going to set this over here so they can come grab that when they're ready. I came up with this little recipe because actually the Pampered Chef has an apple crumble. It's an apple mock crumble. It's a sugarized apple coated thing that you sprinkle onto. They actually recommend crescent dough. I like puff pastry. I think it has a better flavor. I think it's a better product in general. So we're just gonna make straight up cinnamon rolls. Why not? We're gonna put a little cream cheese frosting on them. I love it. Gotta have some coffee. And as you premium moms can attest, gotta get the hand sanitizer. It's sitting everywhere in this house, especially right now with Parker being a little sick. He's running a little bit of a temp this morning, but otherwise doing okay. So, I'm gonna stick my butter in the microwave. This is a two cup easy read measure. Just put that in there for a minute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get about a cup of brown sugar in here. And this is the measure-all. You can either use it dry or you can use it liquid. My mom, when she first started buying Pampered Chef, bought so many of these and we broke them every single time. But they're great. They come apart, dishwasher safe. I'm not so sure about microwave safe yet. I haven't tested it. Not sure I want to. But we'll just dial this down to 1 cup on the dry side. And go ahead and start packing in some brown sugar. Looks good to me. We'll get that going. Best thing. Came out without even needing it. So we've got that. And that's our measure all. Our butter is done. We're going to give it a little bit of a stir with our little mini whisk. This is my favorite whisk in the world. Love it. In fact, I had this long before I started selling Pampered Chef. So, you know, while butter separates, we'll give it a little bit of a whip. It already came back together. We're going to stir this right into the brown sugar. Now it's just 1 stick of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Now, I'm going to get my other favorite little tool. Ah, there it is right there, and that's the measure all for teaspoons and tablespoons. Make them all the way down to 1/8 of a teaspoon. So we're going to be using the bigger one because we need a tablespoon of cinnamon. Just over here trying to find it. My spice cabinet is huge. It's actually a spice door. So I've got our cinnamon here. It's actually brand spanking new. So open that up. This is my garbage can over here. So we're just going to take this right in. The coolest thing is, you know, most tablespoon measures won't fit in the jar. This fits right in there. Alright. Now, we're going to add some walnuts to our cinnamon rolls this morning. I actually wanted to do pecans, but I realized in going through all of our materials this morning, I didn't have any pecans. But that's alright, because what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to put this over here so you can see and get my chopper. You can actually use this chopper in a lot of different ways, and my favorite way of using it is without the base. That way, when we chop, we can chop directly on our cutting board. So, let's get our measure all back out here. We're going to need about let's say 1.5 cups. Because there's so much airspace in there when you measure out nuts, that when you cut it down, it's going to be a lot less. So, we've got our walnuts here. Just going to trap some underneath my cutter and go. Done. Kind of like an infomercial. What's that thing called? The slap chop or whatever? Let me tell you, they don't come with our warranty. I'll look in the book and tell you in just a minute, but all of our products have a warranty. That's the best part. The stoneware, this slap chop, I'm just getting a little bit, getting this a little finer in some areas, because we are going to be rolling it up into a cinnamon roll. So, got that going. Perfect. Let me show you here what we got. Get this a little bit closer. Perfect. Perfectly chopped walnuts. You can't really achieve that with a knife. You can, just not well. Oopsie. So that's the chop. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We'll see it a lot here pretty soon because we're going to make omelets. So, that's that. We're just going to add that back into our bowl. Simple.